Hello and welcome to this new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Shadow Machamp in the Open Multi League. This Pokemon got access to the buff move of Karate Chop, but we're going to use another Elite TM here to get also Stone Edge on this thing. We're going to have here a team that are still from PKMN. Link going to be in the description for his Twitch channel as well. He just reached 1,000 subscribers there as well, like followers on Twitch, so feel free to give him a follow as well. I think he streams in Spanish, so if you're interested in this, going to be linked in the description there for sure. But anyway, let's start here off with that team. We already made a bit of a mistake here, I think, in the first battle. Basically, against Feraligatr in the lead matchup, I think what I saw there as well in his stream is that you can go for a Stone Edge on the first turn, and then always going to be able to go for the what's called cross chops afterwards, and you're gonna guarantee winning the lead matchup in any shield scenario, basically, other than the zero shields if they go straight for the Hydro Cannon, I guess. But yeah, basically going for Stone Edge in the beginning makes a lot of sense, because I think you need like 7 fast moves to go for the Stone Edge. The opponent always needs like 5 fast moves, and you need then I think 3 and then 4 fast moves to get to the next cross chops. And I think that's going to turn out to be like exactly 14 turns, and so you're going to be like 14 fast moves, and so you're going to be like 1 fast move below Feraligatr. This was a bit more of a, like, I don't know, normal terms for Pokemon Go PvP, but here we were able to call the opponent that they would want to catch the move, which didn't work out for them, and we can win the first battle. Next opponent, we're going to have Broguiere here, and they swap onto Donphan and make, I think, a huge mistake here. The thing is with Donphan is running a Mud Slap, Body Slam as well as Trailblaze, and there's no reason for me to go into Feraligatr here. While you might think, oh, Feraligatr are going to be great against this ground-type Pokemon, you're kinda right, but you're also kinda wrong, because we have Talonflame in the back, and Talonflame can resist the fast move plus Trailblaze, and so it would make the matchup way easier for myself, and so this was definitely a mistake by me. I should have went into my Talonflame instead, would have made way more sense. But like this, we're gonna have a very low HP Feraligatr. The opponent still has a shield advantage there. We have a lot of energy here at least, but I could have played this way better, and this was something that definitely was a mistake by me. But in the back, we're going to have the Skeledirge, and people really underestimate the speed that Machamp has right now. Like, this Pokemon is so speedy, as you're gonna see as well. We're gonna be able to still get that Stone Edge off in front of the opponent's Skeledirge here. Gonna be able to get them quite low. We can take a hit here from the opponent as well, and we still should be in a spot where the opponent has no way of winning this battle, as we are going to be able to take another hit from the Broguiere. And even if not, we're going to still have our other Pokemon there in the back, which would be enough to knock them out as well, our Feraligatr, and so we can win this battle quite easily. Also, to note, we're going to have interesting movesets here. We're running Crunch on Feraligatr, which they were running as well, but also we are running Brave Bird on the Talonflame. And I have to say, I really enjoyed Brave Bird Talonflame right now in the current season, so definitely something I would recommend you to try out as well. A very cool Pokemon, a lot of fun, honestly. Also, like in the back there, having the option to Brave Bird new opponents is quite nice, and so I would definitely recommend you to try this one out. Another thing that I would recommend you to do is also leave a like and subscribe to the video. Would really appreciate it here. It's both free and would really help me out. But anyway, we're going to take a look here at now the matchup of the Feraligatr against Tentacruel. Tentacruel, in my opinion, is like the worst possible Pokemon to encounter for this team, because it has play against every of our Pokemon basically, and it's a bit tricky to sometimes play against it. But here we are going to be able to go for the full farm down afterwards with our Machamp, at least is what I wanted to say, but the opponent actually got the debuff there as well, which kind of changed our plans a bit. And now it's down to Talonflame, and honestly, yeah, this is kind of a little bit of an awkward place here. Of course, they're going to get the defense stop here with a Crunch, 30% chance to get this, which is really annoying for us, because now we take more damage from the opponent as well. And what you're going to see here very soon as well is that this is actually going to impact the game quite a bit, as the opponent lets the move go through here. I could use a shield, which I'm most likely going to do as well, and I would have had a way more health here already if I didn't get the 30% chance, and that extra health would really help me now at the end game, because I would have been able to win this battle with that. So basically, we're going to lose this battle here now based on a 30% chance of the opponent getting the debuff with a Crunch, which is fine. So 70% of the time we would have won this battle, but we sadly did not hit this one, as we'll see here that we're just missing out a few HP for the Tentacruel. Next opponent coming through, we're going to have the Virizion in the lead. This is going to be also a matchup that I don't really like too much, but I encountered quite often actually. This Pokemon is going to be quite neutral for us in the lead, but I have a very good Pokemon in the back there. But also what you have to note is that Virizion has access to the move Stone Edge if they want to run it. Right now, Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword is a bit more common, but doesn't mean that nobody is running Stone Edge, and if you're gonna get caught off guard basically by this Pokemon with your Talonflame, you're definitely gonna be screwed. Speaking of being screwed here, we're gonna have a bit of an awkward matchup for us. We're gonna have the Weezing against us, and we're gonna be able to swap out of here. And honestly, I was thinking, I have a great matchup here. The opponent has resisted fast move damage. They have to go for Brutal Swing, which is like not the strongest move, especially as it's not stab. But I can always just go for one fast move, wait until they go for a Brutal Swing, or we're gonna take another one here, we're gonna be fine. And now they should be out of energy, right? Like this is their third Brutal Swing in a row. They should be out of energy. They were not, and I was so surprised about this. And so yeah, sadly, we're gonna lose here with all of our energy against the opponent, which is really annoying. We are in a horrible spot, like literally nearly impossible to win is the spot here. But we're still gonna try our best. We're gonna see the Drapion here in the back, allowing us to go for one charge move with our Machamp, going to be able to also deny their own fast move. And I should have maybe went for a Stone Edge here because it would have allowed us to take the knockout, but sadly like this we don't. But still, we can go ahead and go for a cross chop. This cross chop is coming through, should be able to force a shield from the opponent here. Is there still a chance of winning this battle? We have to survive one Leaf Blade here. This is the only way of still having a chance for it. But I do think that the opponent has a lot of energy already. We survived the Leaf Blade, but I don't think we can get to the move in time. But we can actually get to the move in time. And I have no idea how, because I was very certain that the opponent had more energy than they actually showed here. Taking a look now at the next opponent, we're going to have a great lead matchup, but they swap out into the Tentacruel, which is a very annoying for us because we are forced to go for the Stone Edge. Stone Edge is gonna now connect and get the shield, which is not ideal because again, we don't really have the greatest answers to this Pokemon. It doesn't actually matter too much that our Machamp goes down because we have two great answers for Pangoro on this team, as we have both the Talonflame as well as our Machamp. We're going to be able to now let the move go through. It's going to be a Scald coming through from the opponent. We're going to try our best to go for a Crunch here. Crunch is going to be enough to get them a little bit lower. I don't think I actually got the defense drop with Crunch once in today's gameplay, so that's going to be great. But now it's down to, again, Machamp here. We have to go for a cross chop still, but at least we have a ton of energy stored. Close enough to get to another Stone Edge afterwards as well. But let's see what the opponent gonna do. They're gonna have a Weezing in the back. Can we still retaliate from this one? We have to see here. We're gonna be able to get a ton of damage onto them, and it's now down to our Talonflame to win this battle. We are forced to go for a Fly eventually here. I was able to get, I think, like a 2-3 turns or something in there as well, but we're gonna most likely give them away again as well. As we saw there just in the corner, the opponent got a double attack buff with Pangoro, and this makes it all way more difficult for us to win. So let's see what we can do here. We use a shield. This is going to be the only way of really having a chance of winning this battle, because I feel like a Night Slash double boosted is enough to knock us out. And so Fly is coming through, but now it's down to the Weezing. Are they going to be able to get to move in time? We can actually get to the Fly in time. This is going to sealing the deal here, and we're going to be able to win this battle. Next opponent coming through, we're going to have another Weezing in the lead. I have to say, Weezing is basically everywhere. And what I would recommend you to try out right now is Mud Slappers. I feel like Mud Slappers make a lot of sense in the current meta. Donphin is a very cool one, but I actually really enjoy Golurk as well. So definitely Mud Slappers have a lot of play right now, and I would really recommend you to try those out. Anyway, we're going to be able to go for Hydro Cannon here against the opponent, and let's see what the opponent is going to try to do next. It's going to be the Leaf Blade coming through. We can swap out into our Talonflame, and let's take a look at how this matchup is going to go. We're going to use a shield here, and you might think, oh, why do you use a shield? I've talked about it already before. Basically, we are going to be in a position right now where we have to be careful about a potential Stone Edge, but they know reveal that they have Sacred Sword, so they are running Sacred Sword and Leaf Blade, which is the standard moveset. But again, especially as a Sazop, Verizon a lot of times is running the other move. But also, what is kind of hilarious, a lot of people do not expect Brave Bird. So kind of goodbye to the Feraligatr here, but it's not really over yet because Feraligatr had a lot of energy, and so it is going to be a bit of a trickier one. We're going to be able to get to the Stone Edge here, but we have to get a ton of energy still with our Talonflame. So what we do now is we're going to let the move go through. It's going to be a Play Rough, and we have to go for the full farm now here. I cannot go for a charge move, but I go for a charge move. The game should be over, as the opponent should be able to outspeed us. But we have to hope that we also the same P-Die here against the opponent. So first one is coming through. After the Shadow Claw, I think they have a charge move stored. Can we win the same P-Die? We can, and so we're gonna be able to win this battle here thanks to our Talonflame. Next opponent coming through, let's take a look at what this is gonna be here. We're gonna have the Elite of Pangoro. Swapping into a Drapion, and as I said before, it is not too difficult for us to let our Machamp go a bit down because we have 2 great answers for the Pangoro. But not only this, we're also going to have still our other Pokemon in the back here, which is going to be the Feraligatr, and Feraligatr up energy is also great against the Pangoro still, so like we're in a solid spot here. And here's the thing, you guarantee a realignment here if I play it out, because the opponent is going to have Awkward here, which they're gonna get to the same speed as I can go for the cross chop, and this means we are gonna be in such a good spot here. We're gonna be able to go for the knockout there, and they're gonna show us the Tentacruel in the back, and again, Machamp is just showcasing how strong this Pokemon is. It is crazy how good it is. I would really recommend you to use those elite TMs on this Pokemon. It is for sure worth it, like believe me in this one. Anyway, we're going to have the Pangoro against us. They go for Night Slash, they don't get the boost this time around. I can go for a Fly. This should be enough to knock them out, but I could see them use a shield here, which would be the ideal way. Very smart by them to do this, because this is going to allow them to go for 2 more Night Slashes, but they actually decided to go for close combat for whatever reason, which is gonna kind of seal the deal for us. We should be able to win this battle now quite easily. Don't know why it's just like, I feel like for them the ideal play would be just to go for 2 Night Slashes there, but I don't really mind. Skull coming through here, we can take one. Again, we're gonna get the attack drop. Honestly, the opponents definitely were a bit luckier than me, but honestly, this team is a lot of fun. I would really recommend you to try this team out. It's a great one to use, and here we're gonna be able to win the next battle again. So let's see what the next opponent is going to run. We have Tapu Koko, which is a core breaker for the entire team. There's not a single Pokemon that can really deal with it, and so we're forced to go for some baits against them to make sure that we get at least that Stone Edge off against them. Anyway, they're going to have, of course, the super effective Nature's Madness, so we're forced to use a shield here. They have super effective coverage against the entire team, and I can at least still go ahead and go for a Stone Edge, which is gonna force the final shield from them. They can try to go for another charge move as well, but they swap out into the Mana Bus and just swapped out to keep my Machamp alive, while the opponent is going to still have the Volt Switch there. This will allow us to get a 1 more fast move over with the Machamp before we go down, and this will allow us to get to a Stone Edge against the Tapu Koko later on. So it's just trying to deal with that Mana Bus here. And so we're going to be able to go for 1 Hydro Cannon, get them quite low, but they're going to be able to knock me out now with another charge move as they're running Air Slash as well, which is quite unique. We're going to be able to take that Aero Ace, but we can now try to get some energy on the Talonflame, but they swap out into the Tapu Koko, and I should be able to now swap out as well, get a 1 Stone Edge off, and this is going to take the KO against the opponent there. And so it's down to Talonflame to win this battle. They have to have something in the back that we can deal with, and maybe something like, I don't know, I could see something like the Virizion in the back, because Tapu Koko is very good against all those flying type Pokemon, which is the main weakness of Virizion. This would make sense, as well as Tapu Koko is a weak to ground type Pokemon, but no, it's going to be a Licky in the back, and that is not ideal. This is not what I expected, this is not what I wanted to see, because Licky has a tremendous amount of bulk, and so what we will see here is the Body Slam is going to connect. We can try to go for a Brave Bird. Is it enough to knock them out? This was our best play here. It is not, and so we sadly lose barely there. Another Virizion is going to evade us in the next battle here, as they're going to be able to outspeed them with a cross chop, but we're not going to be able to two-shot them straight away. But I feel like there's still a very solid matchup in the two-shot scenario. As you're going to see here already, the opponent's going to be now into the yellow health. I can still take 1 Leaf Blade, and we are going to be able to outspeed them. But also, we're going to see here Drapion coming in. We can go for a Stone Edge to try to force a shield here even against them, which is not going to work out because we're going to be able to connect that move. But not only this, we can also go for a Stone Edge, and that is going to be a lovely. Gonna get the shield. I can try to go into my Feraligatr, and now it's down to me trying to, mitigate a bit the battle here, because I know Feraligatr doesn't really have a lot of play against the Virizion. I was kind of trying to get just 1 Hydro Cannon and then swap out, but no, the opponent gets 2 defense drops back to back, 9% chance from that crunch. Why not? But it's going to change completely the outcome of the game now, because I don't have that Hydro Cannon stored anymore. I have to play a bit more risky. I have to hope that they don't know that I have Brave Bird here. Let's see if that's gonna work. It does not somehow, and so yeah, this game is over. It is just annoying. I don't know, like, of course, the chances is a part of the game here, of course, and so, like, it is fine. But yeah, getting back-to-back crunch debuff there was quite annoying and quite, was something definitely decide the battle here for them. Next opponent, we're going to have the Talonflame in the lead. Funnily enough, you're actually going to be able to slow speed them here to the Stone Edge. Before, you needed 7 fast moves to go for a Rock Slide, now you need 7 fast moves to go for a Stone Edge. And so, actually the matchup didn't really change too much, other than you're actually going to have a better bait move here in the cross chop. And we can even reach the Stone Edge here in time before they can even get the next fast move off. Allowing me to also swap out now into the Feraligatr. I can take... I'm going to use a shield here. Let's see what they're going to have in the back. The flight's coming through. It's going to be the Licky. I hate this Pokemon against me. It is so overpowered. I don't want to battle against this thing anymore. Please get this thing away from me. It is just so strong. I should definitely build one as well again, but I'm a little bit poor on Stardust. But at least we're going to have a community day coming up this weekend where we're going to be able to get a triple Stardust for the entire community day. For sure, worth it there as well. And as you're gonna see, the opponent is gonna be able to go for a Body Slam. We're gonna try our best here, but Talonflame is coming through. We are gonna still be able to at least connect a move here. And Cross Chop actually did a bit more damage than I expected. I'm forced to go into my Feraligatr, they're forced to go for a charge move. And now it's down to my Talonflame. What I will try to do is, I try to go for the full farmland against them. I know they can go for a Fly, but going for a Steampita here feels a bit risky because I know that they don't have Brave Bird. Yeah, Steampita, we both have a Hundo variant of this Pokemon here right now, so Steampita would be a 50-50 chance. But luckily, they're going to have in the back a Virizion, and they have no way of winning this battle here anymore, because they can go for the back-to-back Fly, and this is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.